Hi, everybody. Mike Weaver here. Let's start with a quick little video.
At Defense First, we're all about taking back the control in the game. Instead of reading and reacting, we're all about initiating and dictating.
We work with defense of all ages, forwards of all ages, specializing in defense and thinking the defensive side of the game.
When we created all our drills, we focused on simplicity. We wanted to keep each drill so simple that the player could concentrate on the details. With our low player to coach ratio, we're focusing on giving instant feedback with every rep the player has.
With the game today and the speed and the offense that is created, it's essential for us as defenders to step our game up as well and try and take some of the control back in the game. Offensive players often get a lot of the attention and praise, but the truth is without people playing the other side of the puck just as well, you're not going to have success as a team.
Welcome to Defense First.
All right. Well, welcome, everybody. It's exciting year 2024. I just wanted to take some time to explain our 2024 packages and our camps, everything that we got going on. So let's jump right into it. If you wanted to on the comments, you're able to go and post, and I will make sure I answer all your questions. So at the top, this one, top right of the screen, there's a little chat icon that you're able to click and post something. All right, so let's get going here. So 2024, we have gone and looked over our whole entire schedule, and we've revamped the website and we've revamped our camps, and I'm really excited what we have going up for this year. So just very briefly, what we teach how we take back control in your game. We don't want to go and chase anymore by positioning and our approach to that puck and our stick placement. We're able to control the game and basically make players go to where we want them to go. So stop reading, reacting, and guessing to where that forward opposition player is doing. Just start initiating and dictating. We teach influencing. So we are, by your approach to that player, by your stick placement, we're able to basically push that player to where we want to go. And obviously, at the end of the day, we're being a little bit more efficient on the ice. And we teach from the defensive side, but all these techniques could be applied to all positions. And we want to be efficient on the ice. So we teach you how to be here and there at the same time. Your coach goes and yells, "Hey, why weren't you at that point? Why weren't you there? Or why weren't you here?" And the coach is trying to go and say he wants you to arrive at the same time as the puck. That's basically it. So we try and break it down that we're able to be a little bit more efficient on the ice. All right. We create efficient, balanced, and smarter players. So let's go into the camp. So we got the Complete Defender. Now, the Complete Defender camp is basically our standard camp that we've always done, and people come from all over the world. We had a few from Russia last year. We had a few from Sweden. So it's something that those are the camps that people know us for. So we go over. We're going to go over in a few minutes here, but I just kind of wanted to introduce that. And this camp, there is a girls' version of this also. We have a battle checking camp that was introduced last year, pretty successful. I've had a lot of feedback from the players that have attended. Getting into our new focus camps. So I wanted to go and kind of get away, and there are a lot more parts of defending, and wanted to go and really have some time that we're able to really focus on certain concepts. So the defending the rush camp is basically only focusing on 1-on-1s and 2-on-1s. Actually, it says 2-on-2s, but it's 2-on-1s. And then we have the transition to offense camp. So basically more focused on breakouts, concepts, being offensive in the defensive zone. And then we got the offense from the defense. So basically after that transition, more focused on the neutral zone to the offensive zone. So let's go into the complete defender. So it's our standard camp. So what we're going to be teaching, we have that first day is always kind of a boring day, but I'm going to tell you, the kids at first, they're like the ones that haven't gone to our camp. They're trying to feel everything out. So it's a good day of introduction and kind of going over the concepts that I want to instill in them in day one, that they're able to continue that throughout the week. Also, we have the second day is the one-on-one day. So it's obviously is what it is, one-on-one, and we teach actually how we first introduce it, the influencing part of it. We teach from going forward and angling that player, being able to your approach that player, taking away where we don't want them to go and forcing them into an area where we want them to go. And then the third day is an odd man situational day, 2 versus 1 day. There, and we go over obviously based on a 2-on-1. It's really not a 2-on-1; it's a 2-on-2. You got your goalie back there, so taking back control in that situation. A lot of people think that you're at a disadvantage. I personally don't. I love being creative and being able to figure out how to go and play that 2-on-1. Then we have an offense from the back end day, kind of a little more brief, kind of basic knowledge of offensive, being able to work the blue line. Sometimes we get to this day. Sometimes I feel that with the 1-on-1 or the 2-on-1, our players don't understand it as well as they should. So I might go over it on the 4th day. And then usually the 5th day is a summary day. So I know there's a couple that are only a 4-day camp. So we'll go and switch them around, the concepts with each day a little bit if it's a 4-day camp. But it's pretty our standard complete defender camp. Last year, we introduced the battle checking camp. Obviously, we got some huge feedback on that. The parents were saying how well they the players felt more comfortable on the ice, felt more comfortable receiving and giving a hit. So we'll create structure in your stance, usually on day one, focusing on every stride that we take is balanced. As long as your head is between your feet, above your feet, you're in perfect. That we call that the power stance, and then we evolve it from there. We teach them how to receive a body contact and in different situations. So frontal, a side contact, and then we get into a little bit of more advanced hits. So by the day 4, I think we have the camp is they're going to be feeling very confident out there. Now, these are our new ones, the defending. Well, actually, this is actually just mainly for the 8 through 10 ages. We wanted to add another week, defending the rush. It's basically focusing mainly on 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 1, keeping a little bit more simple, I guess you could say it. Yeah, emphasis on scanning the ice, a lot, especially with 8 through 10-year-olds. They don't go and take a look around the ice. It's mainly focused on the puck. So we try to go and get them to start scanning. We're going to be talking about taking information and applying it right away, and then influencing the play from in the defense's favor. Again, going over a simple way for 8 to 10-year-olds to understand is your approach to that player, that opposition player is actually evaluating you and is trying to get away from you. So if we're able to approach them from where we don't want them to go and we focus on our final plan, of getting him to an area, and then we're able to capitalize on it. That's kind of the main focus for this camp. So this is another new one, part of our focus line. It's the transition to offense. A lot of players don't really know their options. I'll always ask the players, okay, well, what are your options here? And they'll only say like maybe half of your options. So a lot of players don't realize, like, if a player is behind you, directly behind you, you want to shake that player off. So you have to get them moving from, I kind of focus on different lanes. You have to get them to move completely to another lane, because if you go and just make the move within your lane, that player is has the advantage of you. So we're going to be teaching them different techniques to go and move them to another lane by, even though you want to go to the right, you might have to go left to go right, or you might have to go right to go left. There's different techniques of not even touching the puck and making that move and then grabbing that puck. So there's different techniques that we'll be going over completely here. And so we'll discuss all defensive transitions. Basically, don't guess, influence, recognizing that being able to look over your shoulder, and you don't have to completely look over, but just eyeing them and tracking them. It's obviously, you're hurting yourself if you don't do that. We have defensive transition. I look at defensive transitions to being offensive threats. I find that a great breakout really goes and drives an offensive chance. And then maintain control of your puck at all times. Being able to understand that, hey, you know what, you have that puck on your stick, and being able to understand that we are able to skate to more open ice, allows our opposition players to come towards you, which creates space between you and your offensive forwards. So if we're able to draw them to us and then we're able to pass it off, it really does open up a lot of stuff. Own your defensive zone with a plan. Up to this point, a lot of players are just heading back for that puck, and they get to that puck and they're like, okay, what's next? We want to have a plan, being able to scan the ice, figure out where the space is. And even though we might be going one way to go the other way, we know that our end result is to get to that area with open space. So that's a transition to offense camp. We also have offensive from the defense. So basically, once we transition to the offensive, we want our D to get up into the play. We don't want our D to sit back there and to not being involved. An offensive defenseman, first of all, you make more money, and second of all, you want to be a threat for the other team. We don't want to just be sitting back and really, at the end of the day, if we are in a rush and you're not up in the play, that you have a lot of space in between you and in the play. So with that puck every transition back towards you, everybody calls it gap. I call it space. And it's either your space or their space. And they love space. The opposition forwards, they love space. So what we want to do is we want to get up in the play, which allows us to be more offensive, but also it creates a great structure when there is a turnover. So, coach, offense is the new defense. Yes, it definitely is. Be a threat in the neutral zone. So we'll teach of different ways of grabbing that puck, understanding if there's a line change or you have a little bit of space, being able to transition really quick, take a couple strides and pass it up to the forwards. A lot of parents and coaches, or even players, I should say, not so much coaches, they think that they have to go all the way up the ice. No, you have to make that quick little move, pass it off. Make that quick little move around a player, then pass it off. So these are little things that we don't have to carry the puck up for 15 strides. we are going and trying to get that up there. Hey, you might pass it up and jump up further and get it back. So these are little things that we don't want you to go and overdo things. Just go and, hey, pass it up, get it back, pass it up, and be more involved in the offensive rush. Be an offensive player at the blue line. Now, a D standing at the blue line, offensive forwards love that. They don't have to do any work. They just literally stand there the whole time. But as a D-man that's moving, it draws that offensive player in the offensive zone up towards you, because that player thinks you are more of a threat, which opens up space for your forwards down low to go. And also being able to figure out when the time is to jump into open ice. Jump into that open ice to receive that puck, or that seam to receive that puck for offensive opportunity. So we'll teach the defenders option of going across, grabbing that puck, being in motion, going across with the puck, being able to go and pass it or shoot it. So these are little techniques we'll go over and basically push the pace and dictate the play. We want to go, and we don't want to be the standard old school defenseman. We want to be an offensive threat in the defensive zone, in the neutral zone, and in the offensive zone. So we want to be an all-rounded defender. So that is basically our camps. We have 4 more focus camps, and we have our standard battle and our standard camp. So let's kind of briefly break it down. So March break, we have it coming up. It's just around the corner. It's February, crazy. And we have both for the 11 through 13s and the 14 through 17s. We both have a focus camps for transition to offense, and then offense from the defense. So we have both of those camp. And it's basically a 4 day. So Monday to Tuesday is the first camp, and then Wednesday through Thursday is the second camp. We also have our July first week camp is only for the 8 through 10s. It's the complete defender, going over the 1-on-1s and the 2-on-1s. We also have the second week camp. We have the 11 through 13, so the complete defender, basically all levels. And then we're going to have the battle checking camp. So those happen during the same times. So I just wanted to break it out so I knew how many 13 and 14-year-olds and 15 and 17-year-olds, so I could break them up individually. So basically those are the same camp for the battle checking camp. So getting into week 3. So we're going to have a defending the rush, which is our 8 through 10s. That will be the Thursday and Friday of that week, which would be the July 18th to the 19th. But then we have both our transition to offense and then an offense from the defense camp for 11 through 13s. So that will be in the 3rd week of July. Now we're also going to have the complete defender. So basically your standard camp for the girls, and I will personally be on the ice for this. So we have that. And then week 4 is kind of our AAA only week for the 11 through 13. So we strongly encourage AAA only players. We really want to keep the competition up. And with this, we hope to excel and push players into the final preparations before their training camps and basically season starts. And then we're also having the complete defender for the 14 through 17. Now we got some winter break camps and New Year's camps that are going to be coming. So we will announce them when we finalize the dates. But that's typically right after Christmas. It'll probably be like the 27th. And then for the New Year's camps, it would be probably like the 2nd or 3rd starting for the New Year's camps. Okay, so enrolling, as you can see, if you notice our site, it's very cleaned up. We have the enroll button up there if you wanted to do that. We also have, if you wanted to find out a little bit more, I'm just on our website right now. If you wanted to find out a little bit more of our camps, we could go to our schedule. So if you click on camps and you go to schedule, it has a whole entire breakdown of all our camps also right there. So they're all right. It should be pretty simple. Click on enroll to go on enroll. If you click on learn more for each one of these, we have created a page for each one of them that basically explains a little bit more. If you had any other questions, then you could click on the enroll button to go enroll right away. And the last thing is privates. So being able to book a one-on-one with me allows me to really focus on one or two players or three or four. So I really think that I'm pretty efficient on the ice with that, and really focusing on whatever needs you think you would need to implement directly right into your games. So you just click on book private, and all these fees include ice time, and it's all at Scotiabank Pond. So if you have any other suggestions of different other rinks, I'd be open to it. So just get in touch with info@defensefirst.com, and Anna will take care of that. So video review. Okay, I know we mentioned it last year. It's just been so crazy, busy, but I have been testing out video review and working with Live Barn and Instat to go and get custom only shift tapes for your players. So you get basically after the seminar, you would get a full game tape of just your shifts. So it's really cool because it has the arrow on top of your son or daughter, and it tracks them all over the ice. So you could see how long their shifts are, and you could see the full game. So that will be coming. We're going to have a full sign up that you'd be able to sign up, book with me. Anna would go and order the video, and we would have the video, and I would review it before we get on and going over. It's great if you did attend at Defense First, that I would be able to use the concepts that I was teaching and be able to teach you in a full game setting. So also we have Defense First attire. They're all by CCM, pretty nice. The dry fits and our sweaters. I just wanted to mention that. And we have a 10% discount for multiple camps. And obviously make sure that you put your profile picture. I always want to see the kids before we hop on the ice to remember and refresh my memory of who's attended in the past. So, and then also, I don't know, once you guys go and sign up, there'll be a referral link on that. So you could go and pass that on. The person that does receive it gets, I think, 10% off for a new camp, and you get a $50 referral fee. So I just wanted to thank everybody for passing this on. So anybody have any questions? You could post it right in the chat. You click on that. It would be this side would be the little chat icon at the top right. You could go and post something. So hopefully I explained it. Hopefully you guys love the new camps that we have coming up, and I would love to anything that you guys have of little things that you guys want to work on. I would love to go and create a new camp for that. So you just let me know. So, well, it looks like I explained it all too well. So why don't I will go and stop here. Look forward to seeing you at the camps this summer, and I will hopefully see you at a private or at a video session. So amazing. Can't wait to see you, and thank you for tuning in.